Peace, peace, peace. What's going on? So a few months ago, I was watching an episode of Earn Your Leisure, more so Market Mondays, and Rashad and Troy were talking about a conference they attended. It was an NVIDIA conference where a huge conversation was centered around artificial intelligence. And on the episode, Rashad was speaking about how this technology in terms of AI is here and how far behind our community is in learning about this technology, right? So matter of fact, check out the clip.
Less than probably 3% of Black people, period, are even aware or even concerned in the least bit of what's happening. Like I said, that's why it's like, even after a while, like you arguing with people online and you trying to say, like, you know, it's got to be tiring. But more important, it's embarrassing. Y'all more concerned with Big Meech's paperwork than your son's schoolwork.
Yeah.
And that's a fact. Our priorities, talking about who Chloe Bailey is dating and just a bunch of random nonsense and Adam 22 and all of that. Like, now they have life-changing technology that's being developed that we have no input on at all. We're not aware of any of it. And we're just going to be casualties and victims. It's getting to a point where it's going to be so far, the gap is going to be so wide, you're not going to be able to catch up.
So after I watched the clip, I felt like I had to do something, right? Now, I'm not an AI expert, so I did a search. Got online and said, okay, well, who in the Richmond area teaches or promotes artificial intelligence? So as I did my Google search, I found an organization called AI Ready RVA, right? And they campaign and promote AI education. Came across their website. Then after I went to the website, I went to their social media. I went on Instagram, just to kind of scroll their feed and see what type of work they've been doing in the Richmond area. And as I was scrolling through, I came across a photo that had a gentleman I know, Victor Rogers. And I saw Victor's picture and I saw that he was involved with the organization. So I'm like, oh, I know Victor, so let me reach out to him and let him know what I have in mind as far as putting something together to try to educate the community about artificial intelligence. So once I reached out to Victor, he was on board. So I said, okay, the next step was for me to find a venue, was able to do some searching, found a venue, doing it at the library, and reached back out to Victor, let him know we had a date and everything set. And, you know, it's taking place July 26th, Fairfield Library from 10 to 12 p.m., right? It's a seminar or a workshop to teach teens and their parents about some basic artificial intelligence tools, right? Or some basic resources they could use, because the technology is here. People have mixed feelings about it, but at the end of the day, we have to, you know, be aware of this technology. I can't even say that it's coming because it's already here, and how to leverage it, right? And how to leverage it responsibly. As I tell people, it can be a great tool. If it's used effectively, it can help, you know, reinforce some things. It can be used as a resource. It can also be used as a crutch. And we want to avoid it being used as a crutch where it can hinder or slow down a child's development, or we can find ways to leverage it to our advantage where it can help enhance the education process, right? So if you're available, you know, come through, register. There's only 30 slots available for this because limited space in the library. So we have 30 seats. If you want to come through, sign up, register, come check it out, learn. And we hope to have more workshops in the future. So look forward to seeing you there. All right? Peace.